Hi everyone! In this tutorial, I'll show you how to build a slider in React using Swiper.js, CSS animations, and autoplay progress. Let's get started. After creating the React project and starting the development server, I uploaded the images to the public folder. I also created slider.js and CSS files in the source folder. I'll briefly show index.js and app.js and then move on. There are explanations about these parts in my other React slider tutorials. Those who are curious can watch them. In the app, we import the slider component and return it inside a div. Let's start with the main component, slider.js. First, I install Swiper using the terminal. After installing it, I start the development server again. Now we import React, Swiper, and SwiperSlide along with the necessary CSS files. I also import some modules from Swiper, such as Effect Fade and Mouse Wheel, to add special effects and functionality. By the way, I'll set the autoplay towards the end of the video, so I'll import the module for autoplay later. Now let's look at the Swiper component. Here, I set the modules to Effect Fade and Mouse Wheel to enable these effects. The Swiper component also has some settings. Speed controls the transition speed, Loop makes the slides repeat, and Grab Cursor changes the cursor to a hand icon. The Mouse Wheel option allows users to navigate slides by scrolling. The SwiperSlide components contain images and text. Each slide has a unique theme related to the color blue, such as the glow of twilight, the deep blue sea, and the starry sky. I'll apply the same structure to the other slides, so I'm going through these parts quickly. Each slide includes an image, a title, and a paragraph describing the theme. Let's move on to the CSS. First, I import Google Fonts. Cabin Sketch font for the titles and Quicksand font works for paragraph. The body has a dark blue background. In the SwiperSlide class, the content is displayed using a grid layout. The images are set to cover the entire slide with an opacity of 0 by default. The active slide's image becomes fully visible with an opacity of 1. This is to prevent images from overlapping when using the fade effect. The titles and paragraphs in the active slides also have animations. We need to give the title and paragraph an opacity value of 0 to prevent the text from overlapping. For now, I'll set the title's opacity on the active slide to 1, so you can see the style of the title. Now I'm deleting this and adjusting it with the sliding title animation. Again, I set the opacity value of the paragraph to 1, so you can see the paragraph style. Later I'll remove it. The font looks like it's small. You can edit it like this or however you want. I set it with the fade in text animation. The titles slide in from the left while the paragraphs fade in smoothly. I add some responsive styles using media queries to ensure everything looks good on smaller screens. Now we need to add the animation to the image on the active slide. This animation gives a dynamic feel when images appear. In this part, we'll build the autoplay progress. I use the useref hook to create references for our progress circle and content. Now I import the module for autoplay. The autoplay module in Swiper automatically transitions between slides. Next, I define the onAutoplay timeleft function. This function updates the progress circle's animation and shows how much time is left for each slide. This code shows the time portion that has passed by setting the value to 1 minus progress. This line updates the text to show the remaining time in seconds, and it is displayed inside the progress circle. This line triggers the onAutoplay timeleft function during autoplay to update the progress circle and countdown timer. The autoplay progress class is responsible for the circular progress indicator. It shows how much time is left before the next slide appears. This feature is great for giving users a visual cue of when the slide will change. The progress circle in the bottom right corner shows how much time is left before the next slide. The autoplay option sets a delay of 8 seconds between each slide and ensures the autoplay continues even after the interaction. And that's it. We've created a React slider with CSS animations and autoplay progress. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest tutorials. Thanks for watching.